Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Snowfall Season 5, Episode 9, Departures. It seems as if this is the last season. It's almost like it's wrapping up, like coming to a close. And we got one more season until it's over. I know that you all know, if you're a Snowfall fan watching this review, then you already know we only getting one more season. And it really bothers me. It really bothers me that nowadays we don't get no more than 5 seasons of a television show, and then they like on to the next. And it's like, if Dick Wolf can give us 23 seasons of Law and Order SVU, what the hell going on? Then I know y'all can give us 23 seasons of Snowfall. Now, granted, we may not want 23 seasons. I mean, because I don't know how far we can drag this out, but we could have dragged it. Like, we could have sent Franklin to jail. He could have been running things from inside. We could have sent Louis or Jerome to jail. You know, like, we could have kept this going. But I don't know how we're going to wrap this up. It seems as if this is how we're wrapping it up. But this is just, wrapping up the season. But it seems so, so final, Anyway, let's get to it. Kane, he outside with the homies. And next thing they know, they being shot at. So Bo, Cokehead, Buckley, and his boys, they were not rolling up to the wedding. They were rolling up on Kane and the boys outside the pool hall. And they're the ones that came in guns a-blazing. Of course, once the dust has settled and police are, on the scene asking Bo, what happened, he's telling a completely different tale, making it seem like Kane and them, just open fire on them, whereas they're the ones who just rolled up, got out the car, and just started shooting. We see what really happened, of course, and we see that he chased Kane down and shot him in the back. Kane survived this as well. He ended up having to go into surgery. We don't know anything past that, but he survived that shooting long enough to go to the hospital and go into surgery and all of that. Franklin, he's still in his slumber. Leon, we see him waking up the next day. He's, standing on his rooftop, looking at the projects, watching the sun come up. But Franklin is at the house, and when he wakes up, he gets a knock at the door. And it's Leon downstairs, so he tells him to let him on up. And this is Leon's first time at the apartment, so he's like, oh, so this is what you've been doing with your money. Okay. See, you've been living nice. Franklin always got an excuse. I was going to have you buy, but don't save it. Save it. Save all that. Of course, they got the call about everything happening down at the pool hall. It was shot up. A few of Kane's boys are dead, and he's in surgery. And so they both already know that it was Auntie Louie that put out the hit on him. And, of course, Leon want to get back. Leon is like, how are we going to handle this? Because she straight up lied to us. Like, she said that she was going to leave this alone, and she didn't. So what we going to do? And Franklin is basically like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. I don't know what you want me to do about it. Like, it is what it is. I guess Franklin is saying, had it been me, I would have done the same thing. This is just what this is with the lifestyle that we're living with, being involved in the life. Like, this kind of stuff happens. You get hit, you retaliate. Somebody hit your friends, you go back and get them for your friends. It's just a tit for tat type of situation when you are in the life. And so Franklin don't know what Leon wants him to do about it. Of course, Leon is just, he feel away. He feels as if Franklin has basically sold out. He over here working with the white man, and he feeling like he's up in his ivory tower, and he don't have to worry about the people in the projects. He don't have to worry about his people that he's left behind because he's moved on up. So, he just leaves. He say, he going on by his business. You can go on over there. I ain't about to go to war with my family. I'm not about to go shoot up no club. Franklin said, you go ahead and handle that, but I will not be accompanying you. You can't say that one fast. He ain't gonna be there. Yeah, that's the shortened version. Louis and Jerome, it's their wedding, the day after their wedding. So they waking up, naked. You already know what it gives. It was the wedding night and it went down. And they were on LSD, child, please. Anyway, they're waking up from the throes of their wedding night. And Jerome pager been going off, and now it's like back to reality. They both know that now it's the aftermath of Kane being hit. And so what's gonna happen with that? Jerome been getting paged by Leon all morning. And, she's just like, you know what? Let's just stay in bed. We ain't got to answer no calls. We ain't got to do nothing. We can just stay in bed all day. And then her pager starts going off. And so now it's like, all right, they calling me too. We might need to go and head into work. And he just tells her, I'll keep the room for the weekend, up until we leave for the honeymoon. She don't know where they're going for the honeymoon yet. It's a surprise. But they're going to at least, come back to the room later that night and continue, their little tryst up, until they go to their honeymoon. So that's his way of compromising, because she's like, I don't want to give up this fairy tale just yet. Bo, Cokehead Buckley, he's in the office, with the IAB, and they're talking to them, giving them his description of what happened between he and Kane and the boys. What happened, the shooting, is it a justified shooting, all of that. They got to ask all those questions. He want to know where the cocaine is that, that this anonymous tip was about. And of course, Bo is like, I guess it wasn't there. Guess it wasn't no cocaine, I guess. But then this lab technician comes in. She ready to take all the blood samples. And he looking like, what's this? Oh, yeah, we're going to need a vial of your blood. We're going to go on and test the blood, because it's going to come back positive for cocaine. And they know it. They're like, you're going to go, let's go ahead and just put you on a little paid suspension. And, until we investigate this a little further. Buckhead Buckley gets all indignant because he ain't giving no blood test. He's just like, basically, he feels like, why y'all trying to come down at me? Why y'all looking into this? Like, he didn't think that they would look into anything. I guess it's cool. It's okay for, for the black people to shoot each other down in the street, and for this to happen and that to happen. But now that a cop has been killed, and it's a black cop that led the charge, oh yeah, they finna make an example out of him, basically. Even though they know what he's been doing, they've been turning their head, turning the blind eye all this time, not caring what he did, not caring how he got the justice. Because it was basically a get justice, get the, crack down on the crime by any means necessary. And so Bo is like, y'all the ones told us to get out there and crack down on the crime however we see fit. And so since I did that, now it's a problem? Yeah, because you're a black man. You a black man. Now they gonna make an example out of you. But anyway, he tries to put up a little fuss, and they're just basically like, listen, turn in your badge and your gun. You don't want us to bring up criminal charges. Now, do you? And then, he sit down then when he hears something about pressing charges. Now he gonna go on and sit down and calm down. But he got to go on and turn that badge in, because you suspended. He really thought that. And my thing is, why would you be the one to go up in there doing that? Like, Louis said, do you know somebody? She asked if you knew somebody that could possibly do it. She asked you to refer someone, not go up in there and be the hitman. Like, that was just dumb. That was stupid on your part. Anyway, Franklin, he's at the house with girlfriend. She says she understands why Louis did what she did. She understands. She brings up the wedding and the strawberries being laced with LSD. And, she's so happy that she left. Girl, we glad you went home too. Anyway, he tells her that they talked while he was on his trip. He and, girlfriend and him, they talked while he was on his trip. And, she was like, oh, what about? He didn't really elaborate. He just says that he wants to get away for the day. Let's just get out of here and go get some, fresh air. Let's just have a day. And, she all right with that, I guess. Sissy, she meets up with her coffee date. He's changed his appearance. He done cut his beard and all of that after her little stunt. She was drugged and scared, of course. So I mean, can you blame her? Um, he tells her that she gonna be sorry and more scared than that if she doesn't help them. You know, if she doesn't give them Franklin so that he can help them. I mean, so that he can help Franklin, because it's not gonna end well for Franklin. And so she's gonna have to give a little bit. She asked him, well, at the wedding, did you get it? Both of the supplier was there. The runner, this person was there, like a gun runner, the supplier. Like, what? Did you talk to anybody? Did you get anything? And of course, they say, yeah, it's a start. We got a little bit. We got a little bit on Gustavo. We're gonna look into him. They're looking into him right now. And then he tells her she's gonna have to leave her reservations at the door, or they're out. They're out of it if she don't cut the crap. Teddy Reed and the crazy lady, they drop by Avi's place. Avi flirting with her because he can see she's Persian. I guess they got that they got that thing going on. I don't know where Avi is from. He's not Persian, is he? I don't remember. Anyway, he flirting with her and they send her away so they can talk shop. Teddy Reed say he ready to sew up this war. He needs more guns, more ammunition, more this, more that. And he gonna need Ivy to get it for him. And Ivy's like, I mean, I can produce it. I can get it for you, But I really don't want this to be, send the funds and I got you. But Ivy's thing is, I don't want this to be the end of our working relationship. Like, I want to continue to work together after the war. And Teddy Reed is like, now it's going to be some more wars. Don't even worry about that. I will be calling you. Leon, he goes to the hospital where Kane is, and come to find out, Kane will live, but he is going to be paralyzed. You already know that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. One of the homies, meets Leon at the door. He's already kind of on rah-rah. He don't really know if he can trust Leon. He asking Leon, do you know who it was? Do you know anything about it? Leon ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing. Because the guy's like, I'm just trying to figure out if it's cops being cops or like what's going on. Anyway, Bo Cokehead Buckley, he go to his baby mama house, demanding to see his kids, and she like, nope, not like this, not high like this. You will not see these kids, and if you don't leave, I'm gonna make it so you don't never see them again. Cause this right here is proof that you unfit, and all I got to do is show the judge this, or tell the judge this. So and especially when that drug test comes back positive for cocaine, that's all she need to do is take that round to the courts. So get out. Get the fuck out right now. He leaves because he don't want no mess. He don't want no problems. Louis' pager is blowing up. She's at the bar. And she's leaving, and Leon is, headed on his way in. He confronts her about lying. She's unbothered. Louis gonna stand in what she did. She's like, I can't let these people think I'm a punk. Like, you ain't finna hit me and I don't hit back. I cannot let the people think that they can get over on me like that. And so she did what she had to do. She's talking, kind of big and bad, and Leon is just disgusted with her because he knows that this isn't going to end well. It's only going to end in either her life or Jerome. It's not going to end well. So, like, that was dumb. And he just walked out, leaving her there looking cheap, because she definitely looking cheap after hearing that. I guess she didn't think about it that way. Franklin and girlfriend, they're on their private jet, and they, wind up on this beach, and he tells her about his past. She tells him about her past. He tells her as well. He tells her about everything, that he's killed a few people, got a few bodies, and she tries to come back with her story. I guess she's trying to relate to him, and he's like, girl, that ain't the same, but okay. It ain't the same, but okay. Her story was her mama had this mark, and mama ended up having to kill one of the guys, I think, because he tried to throw himself, or he tried to strangle girlfriend, and mama had to hit him over the head and kill him. And so they kind of like, I don't know if he was dead or not, but they left him for dead. And so she got that hanging over her head. I guess that's what she got a little guilt about, seeing him, I guess he must have been dead. He must have been dead. But anyway, girl, it's not the same. Anyway, Teddy Reed meets with Louie for another drop. And he asked her, about the security, where's Jerome? I guess she got somebody else. And he, flat out, don't bring nobody else around here except for Jerome. No more security. She's like, I got to have my security. You will not have security. You have Franklin to thank for that. You can thank Franklin for that. And speaking of Franklin, did you tell him about this little deal we got going on? And of course, she ain't said nothing. And he says, he asked her when she leaves for her honeymoon, and she says in 3 days, and he's just like, have a good time. When she leaves, Gustavo, asks if he thinks that it's smart, of him to be selling to both of them, both sides of the family. And, because a blood feud ain't what you want, and Teddy Reed ain't worried about no blood feud. He ain't worried about none of that. Bo Cokehead Buckley, he out in these streets running up on the drug dealers, on the corner boys, trying to get some cocaine. They won't sell to him because they can smell a pig a mile away. And so they don't sell to him, but he pull out his gun and basically demands it, at gunpoint. You gonna sell me some cocaine. You gonna sell it to me. And I don't even think they sold it to me at that point. You just give it up. Leon, he drops by Wanda's. He says he meant every word he said last night. He was high, but he meant it. He want to run away, and he want her to come with him. Of course, she's, questioning, like, why me? And I just got this job and all of that. He's like, I know them people going to hire you back when you get back. You'll have a job when you get back. It's like, I thought y'all was going away. So, like, what's this? It's sabbatical? You going to be back? Like, what's... You asking that lady to just go. They both admit to one another that they're still in love with each other. They want to explore the future. Anyway. Jerome and Louie, they're contemplating killing Bo Cokehead Buckley if they have to. She don't want to have to, but she will, and she will look for another cop if she has to. Louie and Jerome, they head downstairs to meet Franklin. He came to, finish their conversation from the night before. Franklin says that he understands what was happening there. He understands why she did what she did. He admits, to his wrongdoing and apologize. I really want to flatten every last one of them tires in that car. I really do. Every time he gets in that raggedy ass Hyundai. Because you already know it's one of those. It's one of those Hondas or Hyundais. It's not going no damn where. And yet you just revving the engine thinking you going fast. You just loud. You are just loud. Anyway. And he doing all of that just trying to back into the driveway. Throw it away. Throw it away. It's a lemon. Anyway, where was I? Louie and Jerome, they meeting with Franklin, and Franklin is talking to them, about what happened with Kane. And then she ends up telling him about her dealings with Teddy Reed. Now that right there threw Franklin completely off. He don't like that. That's very snake-like in his eyes. He don't like it, but he makes it sound like, it is what it is. On his way out, because he gets really quiet and just leaves. And on his way out, he just tells her, y'all wanted to be out in front. Now you are. Good luck. Louie, she about to, head on her honeymoon. She's finalizing things at the bar. And when she goes to her office, Bo Cokehead Buckley in there doing lines of cocaine. She's like, I done told you about just popping up at my office. You cannot do that. What are you doing here? What do you want? He wanted the rest of his money. She said, rest of your money? Did you do the job? The job was Kane dead. Is Kane dead? So the job's not finished. You'll get your money when the job is finished. He ain't trying to hear that. He, basically is pleading because he done lost his job. His job is at stake. All of this, that, and the third. And she basically tells him that she could put him on payroll. You know, it's like, I could keep you around. It ain't all, it's not lost, you know, because he worried about losing his daughters and all of that. And she's just like, don't worry about that. I can put you on payroll so you can have some income coming in. She gonna keep him around. Sissy, she's her coffee date, and his partner, you know, they out, I don't know what they doing. They like snooping around, and then they break into Avi's place, and Avi catches them, and Avi shoots one of them, and you know, they get into a tussle, and Avi gets overtaken by Coffee Date, and so I don't know if Avi is gone or not, but I think Avi might be dead, y'all. And it's just like, they have to kill Avi off. But I mean, Avi, so he really had no purpose on this show besides the fact that he was the gun runner. You know, like he had more of a role when he was on the show. I mean, in maybe the first 3 seasons, we saw more of Avi then than we do now. So I guess it was time. But anyway, Avi got overtaken by Coffee Day. It was a good fight though. Avi was holding his own. Franklin meets with Teddy Reed. You know, they making the small talk at first, but Franklin is not here to play around. He brings up, you know, the phone call. He says, I was on drugs, so don't take my threat too seriously. So about this deal with you and Louie, you can have her and she can have you. That's basically in a nutshell what it was. Because, you know, Franklin reminds him that he's made him over $53 million. And in the meantime, he killed some people and, you know, sold out his own father just to keep the gravy train flowing. And he's tired. Teddy agrees, but he tells him that, you know, you're going to be compensated, you know, quite nicely for your work. Because it ain't really, you know, it's not charity work. You're not doing nothing for free. And Franklin is like, well, whatever you needed to get from me, I hope you got what you needed out of our work situation. Because it's over with. I'm done. I done my civic duty, and I think I'm done. You and Louie, y'all can have each other. I'm out. He's out. Good luck to you, okay? And Teddy Reed, you know, stands up and they shake on it, and that's that. So it's just like, I guess he can just, you know, move everything on over to Louie and Jerome, and they can carry it on, you know, into the sunset. They can be the ones with all of this on their shoulders since they want it so bad. He thinks that this is his clean break, but I just don't see it that way. I just do not see it that way. Yeah, no. It ain't that easy to just walk away from the CIA and your business dealings with them. It's not going to be that easy. They are going to come like a thief in the night. They're going to come like a thief in the night when you least expect it and take that ass out, or at least try. Your mama, somebody is going to die behind this because it's just not how this works. It's not how any of it works. Anyway, let me get off of here. I got 2 more reviews to do. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.